Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to Invented Gaming, Space Gaming. We told that from DSP. We're listening to Garden Solitary, which is a song I've been enjoying for the last couple of years. Really good. And that brings me to the subject of the day. If you're saying, dude, you're talking about music, but you're on the gaming channel, why don't you put it on the normal channel? Because I'm not talking about music, I'm talking about gaming. I'm talking about a specific game, which is ulala, which is 5 years old today. See, well, that was the game I started playing, I want to say 4 years ago. 4 years ago is a really good number. I started playing ulala 4 years ago. Now, the reality is ulala was a game that's kind of cool because you had about an hour of mission every day, and then you were AFK. So I was at work, and listen just how cool it was. I was at work and I was doing the same thing, and I was playing this game. I was playing ulala, which I needed to press every 5 minutes, right? So, picture this. You're playing ulala at work. You're listening to music. You got coffee? That feels more like a vacation than work. I really fell in love with ulala because at first it was very simple. Then they had the soul, and I was like, holy shit! And then they did a collab with Sonic, which was, oh my god. Ulala was such a cool game for me. Ulala was such a game that I fucking love. I used to play ulala and arknight. Now, arknight, the great thing was, my apologies. Arknight, the great thing was, my apologies. The biggest thing with arknight was it was a bit more playing than ulala. So I got ulala as a really relaxed game, and I got arknight as this really forceful game. And right now, the game I'm enjoying the most on mobile is the Tower, which I've been talking about for years and years and years. I made countless videos on it, and the Tower is very cool because I get to play it whenever I want. I get to play it when I'm streaming, when I'm making videos. I'm playing right now, but it doesn't require a lot of effort from me, right? And I was watching some short yesterday on YouTube, and they were talking about a game like Wukong. They were talking about a game like Elden Ring, which was hard, and the pleasure of having a hard game. Now, in my personal belief, there should be games that you come back to just chill. There should be games that you come back to just to be having a hard time to challenge yourself, right? Now, I'll be telling you like a little story. That little story has nothing to do with ulala, but hear me out. The last time I had was really tough mentally, emotionally. You know what game really helped me? Borderlands. I don't know why. Because Borderlands narrative is good, but it's not the end all be all. And Borderlands is just a crazy world. We're going and you shoot everybody. And it's really relaxing. And I know it sounds making me sound crazy, right? But I'm not. It's just a fact. It just relaxed me. Now, it could have been Fortnite. It could have been every single game. But it was Borderlands. Now, ulala, why I loved it so much. Ulala was this really cool game where there was events. Ulala was this crazy event where there was season. Ulala was this crazy game where you could have gameplay and gameplay and gameplay. And it was always about getting forward. Now, the reality is, ulala, how can I say that? It's 5 years old today. The reason why we're doing this video is because ulala is 5 years old. And we're celebrating ulala, so we're talking about ulala in the 5 last years. Now, the reality with ulala was I made the horrible mistake of having this 100 character at first, really enjoying the game. And I was like, you know what? It's not enough for me. Because again, please remember that I said I was playing it at work. I don't know about you guys, but I work 8-hour shifts. Now, did ulala take me 8 hours per day? Did it take me an hour and a half? So what did I do? I created a tank, I created a mage, and I created a healer. And they were all part of the same team. Now, the reality is, I did a mistake because it was just too much. It was just too much. But the pleasure, the real pleasure of, oh my god, I remember those days so fondly. It was too much, and I'm doing the same thing with the tower. I'm doing 3 towers because it's free content, but I'm annoyed with the tower because it's too much tower. I was taking an hour of dailies a day. But even if you have the 4 thing, then there's a minimum of 3 hours and a half to 3 hours. 3 hours, 3 hours and a half every single day to do the daily, right? I missed an event because I had Corona. That really threw me off. The fact that those souls are going to be moving, the fact that it's kind of like a pay to win. The game is not a pay to win, but if you want to get the stronger souls, you have to pay, right? And then ulala, it was too much for me. I was playing 4 games and I lasted, I want to say 2 years and a half, 3 years, and I gave up. No, it's not true. I stopped. I took a break from 1 season. I was like, let's do another season, and I just never touched it again. Now, ulala, to me, as a huge defense, as a huge loss. Same story for Survivor IO. They started doing fake ads. They started doing really cringy ad. They started raising the price. The prices are super expensive for costumes, and it just became a really microtransaction focused game. But I still remember playing fondly. And now, lately, I've been trying. Not lately, but I redid a playthrough where I was playing as a tank. It was actually a really nice time. It was a really fucking good time. But it was every day. It was the same thing. It was the same dailies. It was the same thing. And the problem that I have right now with ulala is that there's a lot of people that are stopped playing. The people playing is not the same. So finding a good team that will play a lot is very rare. And yeah, so ulala was really nice for me. I stopped playing. But now since there's this 5th anniversary, we're gonna play again. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing it on the longer period of time or on the shorter. What I do know is I'm gonna have some fun. And at the end of the day, who gives a shit if you're having fun, right? So ulala, 5 years of success, lower and higher. And it's kind of crazy because I don't remember how I got into ulala, but I remember that's how I discovered Tectone. And Tectone stopped playing it. And I was like, why? And I realized why. And ulala is... What I'm really trying to say is ulala is a great game, but I don't think there's any game that you should play for 5 years. I don't think any game should be played for more than 3 years. Okay, so it's not true. You take a game like World of Warcraft, they can be played for more than 5 years. That's pretty much it. Anywho, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.